Thank you. Hello. So this is very, very exciting. I'm just delighted. I'm going to sit down very, very quickly. This is, most of you know, I hope, the writer's account. So the writer's account is largely speaking these guys here. Woo! Yay! And the writer's account happens every Wednesday in the LSI with the wonderful, as you know, wonderful, the Bank of Dreams and Nightmares. And every Wednesday they show up for 2 hours and they write. It's extraordinary, and they come every week. They've nearly been coming for 3 years, some of you. So it's amazing. They just turn up and they come. I am just going to do one shout out because I noticed that I think most of them, if not all of them, have been taught by Liz Launder. So let's have a round of applause. She taught them English well before I got hold of them. So just a quick, so you know what's happening. So in a minute, they're going to start. And basically, they're going to read some work that they wrote 1.5 to 2 years ago now. So they're kind of juvenilia, if you will. Apart from one, who's the lovely Millie, bless her, over there, bless her, she's just started. This has only been twice. And she's going to read her work as well. Then there'll be a small break when you're going to throw your money at the Goose and Badger up at the bar. And then we are going to hear, the second half is actually themed, and it's the stuff they've just written really recently, which is really fantastic. But first of all, I would like to just note that if you've got eyes on a programme, you will see on the inside cover is the running order. But you will also notice you have an excerpt from a graphic novel. Now, the reason you have that there is because it was written by somebody who's got her back to us, and I bet is not going to turn around. Rika. Round of applause to Rika. And Rika works mainly with text and image. So obviously she can't recite this to you, but it's so beautiful. And she drew it by hand in pencil first before using a computer program. So it's so lovely, it had to be there. So I'm going to stop now, and we are going to welcome to the stage young Toby Williams.
Hello. I'm Toby Williams, and today I'll be reading 2 poems. The first, Lamenting a Sonnet. Days upon waiting to the meeting of our eyes, from times when you could not speak goodbyes, with each waning myself wailing, and still I am waiting. With your sharp eye acute, all I can offer is myself mute. Smiles dare not linger on your face, or how else am I supposed to remain your disgrace? A grin may only grow from whence you'll seize at my bow. That thing sees your direst cruelty. I feel nothing, none of your brutality. Don't dream you'll never be freed. I love you, a lie I can never believe. And so the next one is called Sculpture. Great doors reveal crisp, curled chiseling, in company with warm silk draped over flesh and pulled tight. Intense light seems not to bother, everything being in position to cover each floor in granite. Believing every ripple and texture, great posture shows confidence unmatched. In such a position with you centered above all else, still I wait, engraved in your queue for your magnum opus, ready to pay any price, carving myself into your waiting list, waiting for you to pick up. All on for when your visage may move from the corner of the room to face me. For someone who occupies a monumental mosaic in my mind, mapped by fragments of our memories together, your statue that bursts through my mindscape. Others say it does not bear resemblance to its model.
So we just have to have a quick mic swap. Tech, 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 tech. And welcome to the stage, Robert Torrey.
Hello, my name is Rob Torrey and I'm going to be reading my piece, The Door. I turned to look where the noise came from. In the corner of my eye, I see the door to my room. It looks as if it was made of glass and had been shattered with erratic patterns emerging from the centre. As I move closer, I can see there's nothing holding the pieces together, just darkness. I tried to run my finger against the edge of one piece, and it starts to drift backwards, allowing me to step into the darkness. To begin with, I'm contemplating whether I should or not in case I can't get back. Fuck it. I leap forwards, and as my foot is about to land where the floor should be, I start floating, almost as if I'm in space, like I'm weightless, like I'm free.
Lila. All right. Miss Lila Jukes.
Hello, I'm Lila. I've got 2 poems. The first one's called The Farmer. I don't work the land works for me. I take from the land, I suck the succulent juices from the earth with angry iron teeth and twisting greedy tongues. They tell me I should give back, have empathy for the land which feeds me, but they don't know my trade. They don't know my land. My land needs nothing in return. My land is there to give. So I steal fruit straight from dry earth, feed my cattle on the thin, sick grasses, clinging to the hollow carcass of the valley. Cleared is the land from cluttersome meadow or dank, filthy marshland. Puny hedges leave room for flourishing profits. Hungry are the mouths of climate justice. They call me old-fashioned, selfish, oblivious. But hungrier, I say, are the mouths of my herd, the mouths of the nation. My land works for my nation. My land works for me. Woodland is a refuge for black and white demons. They hide in the holes of existence, just out of reach. But on my land, trespassers will be prosecuted. Okay, and my second one is a sonnet. Impatient eyes bore caverns through the back of my head. I cannot turn, my eyes glued to the impersonal speaker before me. His passionate gaze demands a response. I control the overwhelming urge to nod and smile. His enthralling voice clouds over my tedious drone. I nod and smile, though inappropriate images brand my vision. The thought of my hands upon his hot skin triggers an instinctive lust. But I must keep listening, maintain eye contact. Yet my gaze catches a pair of crystal blue eyes. How I wish to reach up to his powerful complexion, but I know that my delicate fist could never knock such sickening features back into their place.
Yes! Whee! What an amazing sonnet, huh? You think it's romantic, and then she's like, no, I'm going to take him out. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, probably the biggest round of applause the whole night needs to go to Millie!
Oh, this is a bit short here. Do I... Hello? Is it?
It'll pick you up.
Oh, okay. I'm Millie, and this is Slippers. I curled up into the smallest form I could, my back pressed as far into the wall as it possibly could be. I kept my head low, so as to not hit the table, and my movement limited to not make any noise. My eyes, wide as an owl's, fell onto the sudden slippers in my field of view. The slippers twisted swiftly along with my mother's hairy legs. She was searching for me, I could tell. The sound of her irritated huffs and the never-ending bellow of my name filled me with fear. I heard a clash that was soon followed by a horrific bang. I brought my hand up to my face, covering my mouth and nose, using my palm as a shield, refusing to let my breath escape. The slippers were disgusting. They were filled with holes, years old. Suddenly, a shrill cry echoed from the living room. My mother clenched her fists and growled in a fit of both frustration and rage. She shifted on her feet, screaming out at the origin of the wail, my baby brother. The slippers slammed against the floor as she moved towards him. Hopefully, she would forget about me by the time she had finished dealing with the boy. She usually did.
Yes, it's going to Zoe. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to let the tech do it.
Thank you very much.
Louis, that's Eddie who gave Verity her job in the film. Okay, I hope you've got your seatbelts on because now you have Miss Zoe Burwood. Woo!
Hello, I am Miss Zoe Burwood. I've got 2 poems. The first one is called Anxiety. I'll give you 3 guesses to what it's about and how I'm feeling. Anxiety. I am the creature, the fang, the venom that bites and sinks and spreads. I split myself into stomach and throat, and you feel me in your jaw, your fists, and your joints. I am a constrictor within you, the way your stomach, your throat, your jaw, your fist, your joints all tighten, tense as I curl and twist and coil. You abhor me and think me malevolent. Yes, I make you cower where most stand strong. Yes, I make you shudder at what the world can't sense. But if you strip me, pull the thread from my skin, unravel my muscle until I am bare. If you snap my hollow bones, have the oracle read my truth. I am a dedicated shield that never wears. I am your most faithful apostle, an acolyte. It is instinct for me to be overprotective, a territorial beast. I am fire. To live without me is to live blind and shivering. You cannot cure yourself of human nature. Cheers. My second poem is a piece of ekphrasis called Leda and the Swan, based on the painting Leda and the Swan. This is my craving to be wanted, even if only for one ephemeral moment, even if I'm to be discarded and become immortal again when he's had his fill. Lip to beak, chin to breast, he is carnal, but I am romance. I know I degrade myself with each airy exhale and tense of muscle around him. His coil within me must be what it means to be omnipotent.
Okay, you have a break now to buy yourself a drink and try and calm down after that. Enjoy. We'll be back in a minute.